Hello, I'm recording, I see. Welcome, everybody. I can't be in school this week. I plan to be back as soon as possible next week. And did a quick little lesson just in case you want to do some art this week that you missed in art class. I'm going to give you a little something to do. But first, I'm going to refer back to the old family Bible. Okay? Let's read a couple verses out of Psalm. Let's see, 50, 60, 70, 86. Psalm 86 is a Roman numeral numbers. That's why it took me a while to figure it out. Bow down thine ear, O Lord, hear me, for I am poor and needy. Preserve my soul, for I am holy. O thou my God, save thy servant that trusteth in thee. Be merciful unto me, O Lord, for I cry unto thee daily. Rejoice the soul of my servant, for unto thee, O Lord, do I lift up my soul. Nice little thought. We rely on God for everything. And what I want to do is have you look at doing a portrait. Now, portraits are tough because drawing people's faces, it gives you the soul. You know, your soul is in your face, right? And mostly the eyes. And so I'm going to give you a little genealogy here. This is my grandfather. See how he looks a little like me, or I look a little like him? A long face, good sized nose. And that dog on the back, it says Handy. Dandy, that's the dog's name is Dandy. And here's my great grandmother on my mother's side. Looks a little like me. Or I look a little like her. So anyway, to capture that, I want you to try doing a self-portrait. And what I did is I have a mirror in the other room, and I couldn't set up a whole system to have you watch me do a self-portrait. And plus it takes several minutes, which is boring for somebody to just watch. But I'm going to show you how I did it, and I encourage you to do the same thing. All right, so here is what I came up with. Look a little like me. Take my glasses off. See the resemblance? Okay, it's not that perfect. I mean, if I could pick it apart and say a little more here, a little less there, but it sort of looks like me. So that's what I'd like you to try to do. Get in front of a mirror, get a piece of paper, and pencil, of course, because you got to draw lightly in pencil. Because I did, you do some erasing. The jaw might be a little too long, too short. You work on it. And then when I got done, I even smudged it with my finger. You can use paper towel if you don't want to get your fingers all wetty, but when I'm in a hurry, I usually just use my finger to take pencil lines and turn them into shadows by smudging them a little bit. And then instead of having a dark line for the side of the nose, it's just a shadow. There's really no big black line on the side of your nose. So, try and do a self-portrait. Try to do 2 or 3. Do more than one. Practice, practice, practice. I think other people always ask me, how can I draw so well? I say, well, I've been practicing for years. So now, what I suggest is when you do a self-portrait, you focus on the eyes first. I used to always draw the outline of the head and then try and work in and fill the details. But I found over the years that that's tougher because if you just make a shape for the head, it's probably not going to be that accurate because in your mind you think round. Well, heads aren't round. Look at my head. It's not round. Right? So what I suggest is, this is just a sample, but I'm going to do this quickly. So look at your thing, and the good thing about a self-portrait is you can control how the person moves because you're the person. If you're drawing somebody else and they move, you miss a little bit. You might make a mistake. But if you draw yourself, you can hold your head just right to get just the perfect angle. So anyway, I found that over the years, I like drawing the eyes first, and I won't spend a lot of time trying to make it accurate. I'm just showing you how I do it, and then you can do the same sort of thing. Let me get this a little closer if I can. So this way you can get the eyes spaced properly. They're not too close together, they're not too far apart, whatever. And then, get the eyebrows, Work on the nose against, again, I'm doing this with marker, but if you use pencil, you know, you can smudge it. Follow me? I'm doing it with marker so you can see what I'm doing, but if you use a pencil, you can make erasures and control. You draw each lip separately and just work your way around. How wide is your face? Everyone's face is different. So you might have a wider face like this. You might have a more narrow face like this. Whatever it is. And the neck, make sure the neck is the same width. You can see a little bit of the ears maybe because you're looking straight on. You don't see the ear from the side. You won't see the ear like this. You're going to see it at an angle. And then if you can capture the whatever you're wearing, what kind of shirt you're wearing. Now, if you have long hair, you won't have to draw the ears. Make it easier on yourself. Curly hair, pigtails, bow, whatever you got. So I recommend starting on the inside, do the features of the face, and then work the shape of the head around that. Just a basic process I'd like you to try. All right, and that'll take, you should take about 15 minutes or more. If you take your time, you can really, really develop your skills. If you just take your time and work and really look at what you're drawing. Try and get the proportions the same, the width, the face, the height, everything. All right, so just a quick suggestion for this week. I wasn't prepared to think about this, but things creep up on you. Life is the unexpected. So I'm just going to close with a little poem here that kind of puts it all in perspective for me anyway. This is called the prayer of abandonment. It doesn't mean you're abandoning somebody else or if God is abandoning you. You're abandoning yourself into God's will because you never know what's going to happen, and this pandemic brings that point home. So anyway, this is the prayer of abandonment by a guy named Brother Charles. Father, I abandon myself into your hands. Do with me what you will. Whatever you may do, I thank you. I'm ready for all. I accept all. Let only your will be done in me and in all your creatures. I wish no more than this, O Lord. Into your hands I commend my soul. I offer to you with all the love of my heart, for I love you, Lord. And so need to give myself, to surrender myself into your hands without reserve and with boundless confidence, for you are my Father. Amen. So that, you're giving yourself over to God and God's will, and whatever happens is what happens, and you just have to go with it and do the best you can with it. Because there's no controlling what happens to you. All you can control is how you react to the world. So here I am reacting from home. And it's just a little short video here. And hopefully you do better than a quick sketch like that. If you take your time, you can do something that sort of looks like you. Ave Maria, gratia plena Dominus tecum, benedicta tu in mulieribus, et benedictus fructus ventris tui, Jesus. Sancta Maria, Mater Dei, ora pro nobis peccatoribus, nunc et in hora mortis nostrae. All right, hope to see you all soon.